All right, how we doing? Welcome. This is DTL R&R. We do reactions and reviews. Go over to the main channel for podcasts and shit like that. Let me get this camera adjusted and we can get into this new Many Eyes album. I got much more excited for this over their release of what it was, Harbinger? Yeah. I was like, whatever about Many Eyes for a while. Their music wasn't bad. It just wasn't like hitting me the same way that, you know, not to do this comparison constantly, that like Better Lovers was and shit like that. But regardless, it wasn't really, they weren't really hitting me like that. Then they put out some shit a little bit later. It was like because I think they've put out about like 4 songs now, something like that. Before the actual album came out, I want to say it was like 4 songs or so. No, that's the discography. Where are the singles at? Yeah. It looks like it's about 4 songs, and I've been like about half and half on them, but then some of the later releases got me kind of hyped for them. So I was very excited to see this coming out today. Well, technically it came out Friday. I'm recording this on Sunday. So yeah, enough talking. Let's get into this. Many Eyes, The Light Age. Starting off with Revelation. Oh yeah, this was one of their first singles they put out. This was one I really like fucked with. Cause I think this was either the first song or the first video. I can't remember. But yeah, this one came out and I heavily fucked with it. So let's let it fucking ride out.
I am a patient, peaceful man, but make no mistake, I am the weapon in a righteous hand. I did not come to suffer, but I have mastered the art. So I keep a bullet in the back of my heart. I heard the rattle, I knew the snake. I snuffed the landing on a leap of faith. You ain't cool around here. You ain't cool around here.
It's funny. It's funny hearing the end of that song because if you guys see me like looking away, I'm trying to like Google shit about the album while I'm like listening to the music and stuff. So maybe shouldn't be multitasking, but that's how my brain works. No, it was funny. I pulled up some like shit on Reddit because I was trying to see. I was trying to see some shit see if there's any like news about Many Eyes or whatever. And the first thing I see is like Keith clearly found Jesus on this, and that's why the songs sound like boring church hymns, which is a very interesting one where he's like ending the song with "fuck off, I'm in love," which if you're into Jesus, I think you're allowed to curse. I think that's okay, but at the same time, it is funny. It feels like a very dismissive approach to this. Now, I think that song itself, I mean, I've talked about this song before. I think that song itself was very good, and I like the energy with it. You do hear it, though, with a thing with Many Eyes where the sort of, because it's hard not to listen to this and not have the comparison to Every Time I Die in the back of your head. So, like, listening to this, it's just, I think the big issue with Many Eyes, and we'll hear if that comes up more on this album, but the big issue with Many Eyes is just something about like the guitar playing and stuff. It's not bad, but it like leaves you wanting a little bit more. And to be completely fair, I think Better Lovers has a similar issue. I would definitely, right now, before listening to this entire album, I personally would I would lean a little bit more Better Lovers, but I think both bands have a similar problem where you just can't help but have that reference point of Every Time I Die in your head, and just like, you're not going to get, it's hard to touch that Andy Williams, Keith, not Keith. What the fuck's his brother? Jordan Buckley. It's hard to match that Andy Williams, Jordan Buckley combo. I will say, though, having Will Putney and Better Lovers definitely gets close because Will Putney is a fucking beast. Let's keep it moving. Future-proof.
How did it come to this? One last time. This continental drift, our great divide. I'm alone, where I am future. I'm alive, all the times that I'm here with you. What kind of love is this, if it's not divine? A temporary fix, the last of its kind. The last of its kind. I'm alone, where I am future. I'm alive, all the times that I'm here with something you're not telling me. I can feel it, I can feel it. Something you're not telling me. I can feel it, I can feel it. There's something you're not telling me. I can feel it, I can feel it.
Yeah, it was that wasn't doing it for me until it hit that chorus, and I really do. It feels like there's gonna be good music on this album, but it feels like Keith's voice and his lyrics are gonna do a lot of the heavy lifting. But yeah, that right there sounds fucking sick.
There's something you're not telling me. I can feel it, I can feel it. There's something you're not telling me.
right, not bad. It definitely took a minute to kind of like kick in, but yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to be super fair with this and try to like go into it with a clean slate and just look at it as like a new band and stuff. But yeah, dude, that reference point is nuts. And you know, that's not necessarily fair, but you know, everyone's got their history, so it is what it is. You compare what you're listening to with what you've heard them done before, and I've heard Keith be in one of the greatest heavy bands in the world. So when he's in a band that's not the greatest heavy band in the world, you notice it. But yeah, the vocals are on point. It's just, once again, it's like that difference between it's just like that difference between, like, I don't know. You get like I've talked about I've made this analogy before with bands where it's like it's that difference between, it's like you get a pretty good burger at a fast food station, but then when you actually like sit down at a good pub and shit, and you got the proper setting, and like some motherfucker in the back like really cooked that shit. This feels like, I'm not gonna say that this isn't like a McDonald's burger, but it's like, there's some of the fast food spots like down here in Texas. There's P. Terry's, and like P. Terry's is exclusive to Texas, and they put a little more effort into it, or probably on a broader scale, maybe something like Five Guys. If you're able to get a loan from the bank to get a Five Guys order at this point, it's like that difference. You know what I mean? This feels almost like a high end fast food chain burger. You know what I mean? It's not bad, but you're definitely going to that like local spot when you really want to fucking eat. I know that sounds shitty, but I'm just trying to be honest. Mystic Chord. I will say this too. I'm also like very biased. Like the shit right here, it like just that like I'm personally going to be more into like the faster paced shit and with a little bit more intensity and stuff like that. So it could also be a me thing. Like Future Proof wasn't a bad song, but I just lean way more towards intensity. So I just heard 5 seconds of Mystic Chord and I was like, oh yeah, this is way better. But that could just be my bias of like, I like faster songs. damn. I thought they were going to do a little bit more. Yeah, it's not bad. I definitely like, I think they do better with the driving, with like a more fast-paced driving song. They might benefit from a second guitar player. I know they just got rid of their other one, which that was weird. That definitely didn't help the Keith being the problem allegations, but it's hard to tell. I gotta be honest, like, to be fair with like the whole who was the problem, I think a lot of times everyone looks for a good guy and a bad guy, and I could see it from Keith's perspective that the rest of the band being the problem, but then from the band's perspective, Keith being the problem. But it could be a thing. It could be based off opinion. And we're just looking at it from a fan standpoint, so we don't know. So it's hard to tell. But back to the song though. Not talking about drama. Back to the song. Yeah, it might benefit them from getting two guitar players. Because it just. That could be like what it's missing. You know what I mean? These are all really good songs, but they just feel like, it almost feels like, you got like a really good burrito, and then all I have is food analogies. I haven't eaten today. But it's like almost like you got a really good burrito, and then, you go, but like a nice hot sauce or salsa on this would like really accentuate all the flavors in this. You know what I mean? It feels like they could benefit from a second guitar player. All right, this is Third, which ironically is the fourth song, but we'll let it ride. Nice. So that was an interesting one because it was similar. It was a similar vibe as Future Proof, but I think this really highlighted Keith's vocals, and it really showed how Because it really showed how, like, his vocals can really uplift the song. And because, like, I'm not normally into that vibe, but I think when you're sort of going in that direction with a slower song and stuff like that, you don't have to go overly complicated with the guitar parts. I think that kind of shit is more there for a showcase of the vocals. So, you know, you don't need a whole bunch of bullshit going on in this and that. You just need to set up a situation that can let the vocal shine. And the vocal shine through on that one, and I think I really like that one a lot. Honestly, I hope they implement more stuff like this, because that's sort of an easy way too to break out of the every time I die, like the constant every time I die references and shit, and you can sort of like create your own identity in this new band. So I like that a lot. Oh, here's Harbinger. I know I fucked with this one when it came out. I didn't make a review, but I fucked with it. I also think, too, hearing that part right there, I think the guitar tone, you could definitely benefit from having a stronger guitar tone. Because if the guitar was more present and punchy in the mix, this would come out a lot bigger and a lot heavier. But I don't know, it could be how I'm listening to it or whatever the fuck, but it comes off a little flat. A little bit flat. Guitar could definitely pop harder in the mix.
Go dry your eyes, or come with your blood. Go dry your eyes, or come with your blood. Come with your blood. You've tasted every death you fake. You've broken every promise made. You have wasted every breath you take.
Hell yeah. Not bad. Kind of said my thing I was going to say already. Let's go to Speechless.
I am speechless! 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 Thank God I'm alive! I put out the eye! And some death suicide! Now I'm the only one to survive! Suicidal pigs! Watch the death!
Damn, right now, I feel like song placement would have been a little bit smarter if you took Harbinger and Speechless and kind of shifted it up. Because I always think it's good for a band, like, just come out of the gate swinging, like, first three songs. And then and then throw in some shit. Like, if they would have done, like, Revelation, Harbinger, Speechless, then Future, well, maybe then Third, and then Mystic Chord, and then Future Proof, I think that would be a lot better placement from an album standpoint. I know people don't listen to albums like that as much anymore, but yeah, just as an album pacing, I think that would have been a lot better and would have, given you a better sort of introduction on the band. Because, right now, these past two, this song, I'm only 26 seconds in, but this song already, like, fucking kicks ass. And, having it Harbinger and then this, having those two back to back was definitely a good song placement from the context of listening to the full album.
Very dead, but I shook their dust off. Two faces for skeletons. It's your death, not mine. Burning calls for the crime. Your death, not mine. I will kill for love. Do I strike you as a liar? It's the same down here as above. A holy fire. Thank God I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. Thank God I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I am speechless, 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 speechless. You bite the hand that holds a heart. You bite the hand that holds a heart. I will kill for love. Do I strike you as a liar? It's the same down here as above. A holy fire. Dead, buried, dead. Dead, buried, dead. Dead, buried, dead. But you gave up the ghost. I will kill for love. Do I strike you as a liar? It's the same down here as above. A holy fire. I wanna stay right here forever. I wanna live like this forever. I wanna stay right here forever. I wanna live like this forever.
Yeah, I like that one a lot more. Yeah, definitely. If you could have gotten those first songs with like, because that just had a lot more to it. It was structure wise, it was a lot more creative. I say this all the time, but like, especially when you're in a band like this, it's like, dude, let's be real. You're not like, and it's not any fault of your own. It's just people's personal preference and like what's popular. But it's like you're not going mainstream, so. Dude, like, let it ride. Like, don't... Whenever I hear bands like this and they're sticking to the standard verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, I'm like, dude, you guys have so much more room to play with. Play in that space. You know what I mean? Just, you got a lot... And fans want you to do that. Fans listen to bands like this because they don't want to hear the standard shit that they hear all the time. They want to hear new, different shit. So taking it, kind of skewing the song structure from what you're normally used to and giving us that, it's that shit fucking rules. So let's keep it moving. We got 4 more. This is Servant.
Got closer than I ever have before.
You know, so far this song's funny. So far, I like a lot of stuff, and I kind of hate a lot of stuff. Maybe this is my own bias, but like throwing in that electronic shit like at the end and then right before the next verse, I don't. It's unnecessary to me. Feels annoying. Yeah, it's just I don't think it adds a whole lot. But then that guitar, that like that kind of shit with the fast drum beat underneath it, it was good. I will say the switch to the chorus did sound a little shoehorned. A lot of the thing a lot of metalcore bands do, where you know they're kind of trying to hide that they're just trying to be a pop band. So on the verses and stuff, they'll add chuggas and different things like that, and then you know they just turn into your standard poppy rock band and shit like that. And that had a similar vibe. I'm not saying this is like pop rock or anything like that, but the vibe shift from verse to chorus was not super smooth, but it wasn't bad. It just wasn't super smooth. All right, there we go. Servant, not bad. Definitely a lot of good stuff in there, but a lot of room for improvement. I should really point out the album art. The album art for this shit has been elite level. I got to give them. How do I pull it up? Okay, I guess that's the biggest I can pull it up. The album art for the Many Eyes shit has been pretty elite. I you know, you got to give them props where it's due, and like here, this kind of shit. Harbinger. I think, yeah, we got more stuff over here. The album artwork for all this Many Eyes stuff has been pretty fucking sick. So got to give them props on that. All right, 3 more. This is Amateurs. I guess, you know, to be fair, that's like overmodulated drums. It's not electronic. Yeah, and I'm not anti-electronic drums. Like I'm remembering End on their last album, whatever that was called. End was doing it a bunch. That was pretty sick over there on that. So I'm not saying never. It's just like, you know, it doesn't fit into this, in my opinion.
Don't try to bury me again. Please don't try to bury me again. You just fuck it up. You're gonna fuck it up. I went down so far, straight through hell, and I came back out. On the other side, I was
Oh, that's cool. There's banjos in the back. One thing that's pop. This song's very good. Let's let it wrap up, and then I can give the full comments. Very good. Yeah, that song fucking ripped. It had a lot going on. It had a lot of interesting shit. Good riffs. I've been noticing too, lyrically, it does feel like Keith's getting a lot off his chest. Like there's been a lot built up that he hasn't really been able to say. And now he's just saying it, which I'm happy for the guy. He definitely seemed like he was going through a lot with his mental health and stuff. So all jokes aside, I do want the dude to thrive and prosper and be as healthy as he possibly can. It is interesting too. I'd love to, because I was trying to, one of the things I was doing is I was trying to like look up lyrics, and they had the lyrics on Genius, but something about Genius's website, just when I'm trying to record videos, if I pull up the lyric thing, their website just slows my fucking computer down. So I wasn't going to do it now. And I didn't see lyrics anywhere else. It was on their Bandcamp, but it was confusing how to find it, so I didn't try to figure it out. But I am interested in going through the lyrics in the future to sort of decipher how many potential every time I die like personal attacks are in here. Because yeah, lyrically it does feel like a lot of, we heard in the first song he's got the one lyric, "Fuck you, I'm in love," and I know from hearing the news and stuff, there was definitely there's some conflict between like Keith's new girlfriend or wife or whatever it was, and with the band and certain things like that. And he's not you just know in general there was a lot of conflict between him and his brother, and a lot, if this feels like a lot of feelings he's getting off his chest that maybe he wasn't able to say back then or something like that, or maybe he wasn't able to be direct about it, which is partially a shame, because that did contribute to the loss of Every Time I Die. But I think you could definitely put blame on both parts. I got to imagine if Keith's the way he is, you can probably expect like Jordan is an equal opposite of that. And that's why, they sort of turn into fucking oil and water or whatever the fuck it is. Whatever, two substances that don't mix completely. All right, let's keep it going. Enough. Yeah, that lyric right there, not all is paid for, but not all is lost. That could just sound like, it just reminds me too, when I was in a mindset of like, I've had these mindsets before where you feel someone has wronged you and you hold on to, it's like, I want my apology, or I want to get like what I deserve back, an acknowledgement. But I feel like with that shit, I get where he's coming from, but with that shit, you got it's hard. It's not easy, but you just got to like let it go, and you got to like worry. And you can't like base your existence and your happiness based off of other people's acknowledgement of it. You got to find that truth in your own self, and that's how you live your shit. And then it's like everyone else's job to either accept or deny it, and you got to be okay if they deny it. So this song is very good, but we're starting to see a little bit of a formula in the way that the songs are done, because that's like the third time I've heard that general vibe on the verses going into that similar vibe on the choruses. They are also a new band. You know, a lot of bands' first albums. Sometimes bands pop off in a crazy way on their first album, but sometimes bands don't really start hitting their stride until maybe the third album in or something. They start kind of like figuring out. Like we were talking that a bunch where on the other channel, we were doing the Every Time I Die full album reactions, and you know, we were saying similar shit. There's a lot of stuff in there's a lot of good shit in their earlier albums. Like they kind of struck gold with Hot Damn, but if you look at their first album, which was I always forget what their first album's called, Last Night in Town. If you look at Last Night in Town, you know, and then honestly, the rest of their shit kind of had the similar vibe. A lot of the shit in the middle. Well, I guess with their rock shit, a lot of people are, because I'm thinking about when I was talking to Pat about that on those episodes. Like a lot of their shit in the middle is definitely, people are kind of split about it. But then when they sort of shifted out of that rock vibe, it took them a couple albums to really lock in on what their new sound was, and then you know they did that and then broke up. So. You know, I should say with like the criticisms, there is also, I get it at the same time. Like, you know, this is a brand new band. I think they've been a band for like a year, maybe. Trying to do them. I can't remember exactly when their first song dropped, but I can't imagine it. I don't think it was 2022, was it? Yeah. What was it? Revelations, I think, was their first single, or Mystic Core. So they've been a band for about a year. So you have to like keep that in mind, because I feel like I can already hear it. Like I can already hear a lot of people complaining and shit like that, because it's like if you put it up against Better Lovers, you know, Better Lovers had the advantage of 3 of the members have been playing music with each other for multiple years, on and off and shit, and then you got Will Putney coming in, who's just an elite level guitarist and shit like that. So they kind of have a head start with the songwriting process of being more locked in. So, you know, I think so far we still got another song, and 2 minutes of this song, and then 2.5 minutes of this song, and then another whole song. But like I said, this album's pretty, it's not blowing my fucking mind, but there's still, for a brand new band that's only been around for a year, there's still a lot of like really good shit in this, and I think over the coming years they're definitely gonna figure out their vibe, and you know, as long as they don't keep constantly changing lineups and stuff, because that can really like fuck over bands a lot of times. We've seen it before, but you know, if they kind of have some consistency with their lineup and shit like that, they can I think they can definitely form into a really strong band. Damn, that one ripped. Definitely, definitely went in with a similar format to what we've been hearing. But a lot of bands do that, so it's not necessarily a knock on them. But yeah, dude, I'm definitely very partial to them with the fast-paced, riff-heavy songs. I think it just works. I know we've gotten used to that with Every Time I Die over the years and stuff, but I think, generally speaking, with a guy like Keith, give him some time to yell over some sick riffs, and then give us a big chorus where he can just show how strong his vocals are. And I think that's a really good combo for everyone involved. All right, so let's finish this out with The Rainbow. That's really interesting. This makes sense as a last song, if it's going to be slow like this for the rest of it. But that's an interesting combo with the piano and then like the clearly tinny sound of the electric bass guitar. I don't necessarily hate it. It's kind of cool.
Swim a whole new altar where we begin. I'm born again. I'm told it wouldn't matter. There was nothing we could do. Yeah, I heard I'm mad as a rabbit. Here we are with living proof.
All right. There we go. That was Light Age by Many Eyes. Not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. Definitely a lot of room for improvement, but I would not call this a bad album. I just think, I think it's tough when you when you just recently quit one of the greatest metalcore bands in the fucking world, and you put out an album from a band that hasn't even been together for a year. I think you're fighting a tough fight. Now, was this album perfect? Not at all. But it does give me a lot of hope for this, because there was a lot of like really, really good shit that shined through. And even the worst shit on this album wasn't bad. It's just, there's a standard we've all like kind of set for ourselves with this band. With guys from Every Time I Die, I should say. There's already a standard you set, and it's a really hard standard to meet. And you're not going to do that in a band that just formed a year ago. But the good songs really give me hope for, like, dude, in 2 or 3 albums, if they kind of like keep it locked in and keep going in a positive direction, there's potentially some fucking life-altering music coming at us. Was that too dramatic? But no, there's like potentially some really fucking amazing music coming. And there was some amazing songs on here. It was just, there's just some songs that were like pretty good. And we're used to elite level with a guy like Keith Buckley. So getting hit with pretty good is kind of like weird. But, if you kind of think about the outside factors of everything, if you think about the sort of context and the circumstances that came into making this album, this is a pretty good fucking album. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you want a full album review, hop over to the main channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Be about it. Peace.